Hey y'all.
Hello.
Hi. Hi Ricardo. You doing okay? Good. Okay, I'm gonna put some stuff I'm gonna put some links in here. I'm gonna minimize this real quick. Hi.
Hello.
Let me put this. I'm just gonna yeah, okay. That's odd. Let's go in here. I'll just start sharing. I'm going to send a link to this agenda. Don't judge me because it's ugly. Here we go. Let me see. I'm going to put it in the chat so you can get to it. Okay. And then I'm also putting in a sign-in sheet. I'm going to do both of those. So go ahead and sign in. Do. And then we'll get started at 4, but y'all can go ahead and get started on that. Okay. You'll get those two things. Can y'all get to them in the chat? Y'all talk to me. Just say yes or no that you can see that.
Can I have one of your cookies?
I can see
You can
it.
have the rest of this one.
They're there.
Yes.
I can see it.
Y'all might want to mute yourselves.
I can see it.
Yes. Okay, I found it in the chat. Sorry, I'm trying to bandage his hand and be a part of this. Marcy, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Can you mute yourself?
Yes, I'm muting it now.
I hope everybody gets a cookie. I don't know who said that. Oh, that's funny. We'll wait because I want to make sure that everyone gets here at 4.
4:30.
4:30. Thank you. Thank you.
On the form, we just need to select Zoom meeting for the final question, correct?
Exactly right.
Okay.
It is. And then we will get started. And that other one is just an agenda so that we can all go through it together, and then you'll have the information. There's a lot of it. Good. It looks like we're almost all here. I have a few that are out that I'll know about. What time is it? 4:32. Okay, anybody that is just now joining us, there is an agenda link in the chat, and there is a sign-in form right underneath it. So both of those things you can have. So make sure that you grab them. And then we'll both all be in here. Yeah, make sure that you do that. That's for me to take attendance, make sure everybody got this information. And then we'll get started. Everybody okay? Everybody making it? Say yes to me or no.
I'm making it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Yes, thank you. Hello. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm glad. Okay, we're gonna get started in just a second. Okay. All right, did everybody get here? I'm not seeing the link. Okay, it could be because, let me go and copy it again. It could be because you entered afterwards. Sometimes it's crazy like that. There is the agenda, and here is the form. Okay, someone also keep an eye on the chat in case I'm going through this and I miss it for somebody. Y'all do those things, okay? So someone keep an eye on that and make sure that if there's a chat on there that I miss, that we do that. Okay, so make sure you do that sign-in sheet so that I know that you were all here, so I know who I don't have to contact after here. Make sure y'all are keeping up with your emails, okay? Emails are real important right now, especially since we're coming to the end. So make sure that you are looking through your emails, getting all the information that we're having to do. Let's talk about the career fair. I'm going to go ahead and talk about that so that we can get it. And it's got lots of little bits and pieces. And so I want you to be aware of what we have to do for that day. Y'all realize we just have about 4 weeks left. That's about it. I cannot believe it. It went super, super, super quick. So the career fair is the 9th. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about it. Have your sessions. So you should be logging sessions on the Handshake. And I'll have a time in just a second. Like after I get done explaining this, we'll go over. If you have questions, we'll talk about it right then. You have sessions in Handshake. I sent out a form on how to go do those. I have about 16 of you or a little bit more that have done that. Everyone needs to do it by April 2nd. So you need a session by April 2nd. So that's by Friday. You need to have your sessions in there. You should have more than one session with the district. It's really good practice. I know that there are people that have contracts already. There's people that are going, it doesn't really matter. You can still go interview, go talk. It's not even interviewing. It's just like a career fair where you just introduce yourself, you talk to people, you get to know different things, and that's what it's really all about. So make sure that you set up those Handshake systems, okay? Handshake sessions. That's what you're doing that morning. That's what you're doing from 9 to 12. I will say this, the Handshake system, if you use an email that is not your MSU email, you can still book an appointment, but it may give you a prompt that says you need further approval. And that just means that the Career Center will have to approve it, and they will. So if you don't know your MSU email to sign up, then you can use your regular one, but it may give you that weird prompt. Just know that they'll approve it and it'll finally go through. Please fill out that Google form that I sent. You need to fill out that Google form so that I can make sure that all the sessions are set up, and that's documentation that I need. So that Google form that I set out in the email, you should be able to click that, it's super simple, super quick. Tell me all the people that you're going to see, and it's over. Okay. For that day, you need to make sure that you, when we come together at 1 o'clock at the in-person session at the, I think it's at the Bowloon, room 127, you are going to need to wear a mask. So if you need to write that down somewhere, know that you need to wear a mask. I mean, hello, that's normal. I'll be taking temperatures that day. The room is already set up for distancing. And then also, you have to do this. So let me tell you what this is. That day, I will have the same sign-in sheet that you did today, but I'll have it in a QR code. So bring a device, bring your phone. You need to download the MSU Safety app. So let me show it to you if you don't know what it looks like. Because that day, you're going to have to fill this form out before you get there, or either at the door, but you want to have the app already downloaded. So it looks like this. I don't know if I can make that. Let me look at it. It just says, if you'll go right now in your app store, everybody go in your app store on your phone. It says MSU Safety. You're not gonna be able to see that. You're not gonna be able to see my phone. So it says MSU Safety, and you want to download that app. I mean, if you put in MSU Safety, it's gonna come up. It's maroon, has the MSU Texas on it, all of that. Once you go in there, you'll click on the COVID update. And what I'll probably do is do a handout. I'll probably send a handout on this with pictures, but I want you to go ahead and do it. You'll click on the COVID update. You'll do a self-assessment. It takes maybe a minute. I don't even think it takes a minute, probably 30 seconds. You'll do it the day of the in-person, and it'll give you a green check. And that is just in order for us to do a safety measure to make sure you don't have COVID. It's something that we have to do. Okay. That's an MSU policy thing. So April 9th is, it's mandatory. So just know that you need to do from 9 to 12. And if you don't have 1,000 sessions booked, you probably won't be talking from 9 to 12. but you need to go in and have at least 2 sessions. You need to go in and make that, and please don't make 2 your lease. I mean, go in and do as many sessions as you possibly can. So it's just like, you need to think of it as a career fair. No matter what, you would have to come to this in person if we had an in-person career fair, and you would be talking to multiple districts. So it's just a good time to practice those skills of talking to an administrator, to talking to people, to school districts, having your resume ready. It's just going to prepare you. So even if you know what district you're going to, and you already, I mean, we have people with contracts already. If you have that, that's awesome for you. You still need practice. It doesn't matter. Those contracts are not solid. They can follow through. There's all different kinds of things that can happen. So go in and make sure that you're doing those handshake systems, and you go in and do those sessions. That's needs to happen in person. So it will not be till 3. It's probably going to be an hour, 1 to 2. I would say maybe 2:30 at the longest. Okay. And we'll be together. If you are in the Flower Mound, Dallas area, you'll do it virtual. You'll do it virtual, and I'll send you a Zoom link. Okay. So for the Flower Mound, Dallas people, I'll send you a link. You'll be virtual that day for their presentation, but it will just be virtual through Zoom. Any questions about that? Any questions about career fair? If you got them, say them now.
When we go up to Bolin for the in-person one in the afternoon, do we need to dress professionally?
Yeah. I would. I just wouldn't wear, you don't have to be over the top. If you wear jeans and a nice shirt, I'm fine with that. I don't wear shorts. Don't wear anything. That's a good question. Don't wear shorts. Don't wear anything. Frisco could be a potential school for anyone. I mean, it could be a potential district that you're getting to know, and you're going to see people, and you're going to be involved with the superintendent and all that. So yeah, look professional.
Does
Good
that
question.
mean on the Zoom we need to be dressed up?
Well, I would.
Yeah.
But you do you. You may not even have to show yourself. You know what I mean? You don't have to show, you probably wouldn't even have to show yourself. So, I mean, I would look semi-professional, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a question. The people from Frisco that are coming to being in person, are those the same people that would be on our virtual meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They're going to be whoever, yes, because I'm just going to Zoom. All I'm going to do is Zoom in. I'm going to Zoom from that room that they're doing the presentation.
Oh, okay. So Frisco, the people aren't coming to MSU. They're just have a Zoom.
Oh, no. The
Okay.
Frisco people are going to be in person, but the people that I'm sending you the Zoom link, you're just going to be you're going to be Zoomed into our meeting.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I guess it was miscommunication. I'm talking about during the 9 to 12 time, the virtual.
Oh, yeah, that's all
Which-
virtual, all virtual.
So the virtual people that you would meet with for Frisco ISD, like there's a time for Frisco ISD.
Uh-huh.
Is that person that you would meet at that time the same person that's going to be in person with us?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I would imagine maybe, but I don't know. I don't know that for sure. Because that's all set up by Frisco.
Okay.
So either maybe or maybe not. That Frisco might be different principals, or it might be administrate. I don't know what it is. Because those are set up all by the district. So each one of those virtual handshake things, those sessions will be set up by the district. So whoever's in it will be in it. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good question.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anyone else? So you might, who was that asking me that? Are you in Dallas area?
No, I'm here at Wichita Falls.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, any other questions about that? Those are all great questions. Anyone else? No? Okay. We're moving on. And you can ask questions. I'm gonna have a question and answer time at the end as well. Time logs, my God, people. Okay, make sure that you're doing those weekly and getting them approved. Okay, the state lowered the minimum days to 56. Praise God. For your certification. Okay, some of you are barely meeting this day's goal. So you need to know that you need 56 days and 392 hours. I will be sending emails this week to those of you that are under 300 hours, and there are 9 of you. Okay. So you need to know that you need to be having your, I don't know if it's because you're behind on days, you're behind on logging. That's unacceptable. Okay. You should be doing this weekly, sending it in, getting it done, because we have, days are going to be tight. So I need to make sure that you're having your time logs. So get those in no later than Wednesday of this week. Get them in. But I understand if you're up to date, you're fine. If you're up to date and you're doing, don't worry about sending your hours in this week. I mean, if you're at this week and your logs are up to date, then just do like you're doing. But if you're not, you get those in, because there shouldn't be anyone under 300 hours. All right. Unless you're missing days, which makes me nervous. And so we need to talk about that. Make sure you're pushing through to the end, not missing days. Remember, you have to be recommended by your cooperating teacher, and you have to be in the classroom for that to happen. So I understand. I mean, I got 2 calls today. I have 2 people out with COVID that totally are being quarantined for COVID. Scary. This is real late in the day. If you are pro vaccination, go get it. Okay. If you can, go get that vaccination. They're all over. I know Henrietta, you can go anywhere there and get it. I think anywhere in Wichita Falls has put it out. You can go get the vaccination. So whatever you can do, protect yourself. Okay. If you're not into that, cool. No, you don't have to, you don't got to do, I'm not saying you have to, I'm just saying it's a good idea to go do whatever you need to do. Okay. I will send out, just so that everyone understands, because we're getting close to the end of the time. I will send out time log counts that last Monday, right, the last week of April. So it's the 29th, I think. No, it's the 20 something, 6. Is it the 26th? I think so. I'll send it out that, yeah, it's the 26th. So I'll send it out to tell you where you're at, okay, on your days count, and make sure that we're all going to make 56 days and that 300 and whatever hours, 92 hours, okay? Don't wait for me. Don't wait for me to do all that. You should already be counting. You should know how many days you have right now. You should count that up. Keep yourself a log. I would go in this week, count them, know where you're going to be at, so that you don't have to worry about where you're at, okay, on days. If I sent you an email to get your time logs entered, which I did send, I've already sent those out to some of you, and I've checked today. Some of you have put some of those in. I understand, please understand that that's a warning, that you need to get them in the system, get them approved. If I have to call you in for not doing time logs, it will be a fitness alert, and you do not want, I don't want to do that paperwork. Please don't make me be that person. I do not want to be that person. Just take care of your business, be responsible, and get them in now. Okay. That's how serious that is, because I really need you to have those time logs. You need them. It's really, you have to have that for certification. You have to have 56 days, 392 hours for certification. And we can't certify you if you don't have those. If you don't have 56 days by the end, okay, you will come back after graduation that next week, right back into that second placement or whatever placement you were in. You'll go right back into that, and you'll finish until you have 56 days. Does everyone understand that? Okay, that's what will happen. Questions about time logs? Questions about the days? Thank God we don't have to do 70.
I'm
What?
sorry. You said we don't log the half days, right? The planning days.
You
Do we
don't.
log those?
No.
Okay.
I hate it. No, you don't. But just talk with your cooperating teachers. Make that plan with your cooperating teachers. That's all I can say to you. Anything else?
Is there a shortcut to be able to count how many days we have, or we just have to literally go down the list and count them?
I have no idea. Does someone else know that answer? I don't
Only
know.
thing I've ever seen is like this, like a dashboard, and it gives you like a pie chart, and it just shows you how many hours, but it doesn't show me how many days. So
I
just
had to go through and individually count
okay.
to check.
If you take your hours that are logged and you times it by 7, You should be able to find your days, right? Or you subtract it by 7. What do you do?
Yeah,
Is it
divide,
like-
divide by 7 or 7 between
Uh-huh.
7 and 8. I'm not sure. Depends on how.
It's 7. It's all 7 hours. It's 7
Okay.
hours.
Okay.
So
I
if
just
you
went
take-
through and counted mine.
Okay. Would
Like
you could
just
do
one by
that, but
one.
you should be able to take your hours and, because if I do 56 times 7, that tells me how many hours you have to have. So you
Okay,
should be
makes
able
sense.
to do whatever.
I
Okay.
do have a question.
Mhm.
According to, or the contract and such where I am, it's from 7:20 to 3:20. And so
Mhm.
that is a 8-hour day.
Fine.
Do I calculate by 7 still or?
You calculate by 7 because that's what the state, it requires. The state requires 7 hours.
Okay,
You're going to be fine.
all
You're
right.
going to be fine. Okay.
Well,
What else? Any other questions about time logs? I hope you can feel my vibe on that. Please get it done. Please get it done. All right. Any other questions? Another question?
Do we go to school the day before graduation?
Yes, you do. Yes, you go up to the 29th. No matter if you have 56 days or not.
So we don't go the 30th.
We do
Well,
go the 30th.
you go to the
right?
30th.
Is that Friday?
Is that Friday? You go to the Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to the 30th. You go to the 30th. Okay. Okay. Everyone goes to the 30th. All right, final evaluations. Know that I have your second placement final evaluation will be sent to your cooperating teacher starting April 19th. So you need to have your cooperating teacher start looking for that. They need to complete that and recommend you before leaving. Do not leave the classroom until that's done. Okay, don't leave. I am still working on people's first placement because y'all left without having your cooperating teacher get that done. Please understand that you can't be certified without your either 1 14-week recommendation or your 2 recommendations from replacement. So if you received an email from me, which you should have, if I was still, I go in and I ask, I check those and I check them and I check them and I send links and I check them until they're checked. So make sure that you understand that that's going to send out. It won't be open until April 19th. They'll get an email and a link and write me. If they don't get that, write me and I'll send a link right then. I'll email it out because sometimes their emails are in there wrong. I've caught a lot of that going on. Okay. So do not leave until that is completed. It's part of your certification. So know to be looking for that. Maybe write yourself a sticky. All the things that you'll complete at the end of the experience. Okay. All the things that have to be in the binder. I will send out an email of what you upload and complete at the end. You will go through all of the tabs, make sure you have uploaded all your documents. If you haven't uploaded a code of ethics, you need to have already done that. Your missile's already in there and your, what's that other thing we do? First 15 days. All of those should already be uploaded. I shouldn't have to go through and tell you to do that. That should already be done. So if you haven't done that, go look at it, make sure they're uploaded. At the end, you're going to, in the observation tab, you're going to do your observation forms. Make sure they are signed. This is what I need y'all to do. Make sure all the tops of them are filled out before you copy them. And if they're not filled out, just fill it out. Know that you probably know what date they came in. You know who did it. None of those can be not checked off. Okay. So make sure the top of your form is filled out. If your university field supervisor missed anything, like I had to go back, I missed one with Kathy. And I had to go back and redo it real quick. I had to just fill in the top of it. Sometimes that happens. So make sure all of those things are filled in. Make sure the pre and the post information on the little side is filled in. Make sure those are filled in. And if it's digital, then just make sure everything looks appropriate and is put in how it needs to be. Make sure it's signed by you, your cooperating teacher, and your university field supervisor. All 3 of those have to be filled in. And then you will also have you'll do your observation form 1, you'll do the lesson plan that went with that and the reflection. That's what has to be uploaded for each deal. So if you need to write that somewhere, that's fine. I'll put it in an email. I'm just preparing you for what's going to come out, because I'll start sending this email out probably around that April 19th. It'll be about 2 weeks before you start leaving. So that's when it will all be open. And then you will do an evaluation form yourself. There's an evaluation tab that's up there in your binder, and it will say, do this, and you'll evaluate your cooperating teacher and your university field supervisor. You'll fill that out, okay, before the end. And that's really all you have to do in the end before you leave. And I will send out an email with every piece of that of what you do. But you have to read the email and you have to make sure that you see all that and do all of that, okay? What questions do you have?
For the evaluation form, it will be for our 2 cooperating teachers.
It will be for yes, it will be for your 2 cooperating teachers. You'll see it when you get in there, it's set up for you. So you'll just dot. Okay. It probably will have 1 cooperating teacher part, but it may ask you if you had to, I mean, that kind of thing. And then you'll go through for each deal. And if not, it will have cooperating teacher 1, cooperating teacher 2, and then it will have a part for your university field supervisor. It's just like it's all through TK20. It's a link and it's just a dot, like you go through and put them in. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good question. Good question. Anything else?
So I have something that may only pertain to me, but I
Mhm.
was told before student teaching, like about like these technology requirements that I hadn't done because like I think they got added as I was like finishing or something.
You
Do you know
have
who
to
I would
have.
ask about that?
Yeah.
I know
You
it's like
asked
the Google
Kayla.
cert.
You
Okay.
asked Kayla. If you don't have those done,
I don't think so because they weren't
okay.
incorporated
Yeah,
like in my.
she
other
usually
classes.
will contact you
Okay. Well,
if you don't need that, but I would contact Kayla.
Okay.
You contact Kayla
Okay.
and ask her about that. Good questions, because those you have to have that on as to be certified. That's part of the state requirement, is that we have a digital technology something that it has to just show that you tried to pass the test. So even if you didn't pass, you would put your results in there. And so you need to, so if you haven't taken cert 1 and 2, you might just go ahead and look that up and take that, and you can talk to me about it. I can help you.
Okay. Does in there mean like TK20?
It does mean that. It does mean that.
I was just making
Under
sure.
coursework, you'll see it under coursework in there, and there'll be a place for you to upload it in there.
Okay.
Either your certification or that you tried to take it.
We need both level 1 and level 2.
You need to have tried.
Okay.
Yeah. You need results either that you failed and you tried or you didn't. You should have already gotten they would have already contacted you if you needed that. So if you don't know, you contact Kayla. Okay. If you don't know about that. But she usually is real good about contacting you and telling you that she probably would have contacted you like last semester. Where did you see that, Ricardo?
I was told that by someone in the music department at like the end of the semester, like in December. They were like, "Oh yeah, they have these things that we didn't do in like our foundations class because they were like added late." Like something about like a Google site and stuff like that, like having to make my own and stuff.
You might be under something that is like, because it wasn't a part of the requirement yet. They may be able to bypass. You need to write Kayla and just make sure. Okay. Anyone else? Those are good questions. Yep.
The STR examination, do we know when we are going to be getting those test scores back? I took mine during spring break, so it's been almost 2 weeks now.
No, I have no idea. That would be a Kayla question. And I know it's taking them a while because, they don't even have y'all are the first ones to take it. So it's probably, what they're doing is they're waiting for everybody to take it, and then they're setting a standard for the test, for the passing of the test. So it's probably going to be a minute before they tell you. You'll be okay though, because you could get that. I mean, you can go in and, you still could get a job, I'm sure, without that, and then get it. You would be doing it while you were working.
It's pretty much the ELA section of the core, but with
Is
an added
it?
essay.
Oh, really? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that, people?
I'm
Okay.
sorry?
I was letting everyone know that. That's good. That's good to know.
Uh-huh. And
Yeah.
so it definitely just pretty much asks the same kind of questions, but more in depth into how do you teach reading? What are the aspects of the English language? So study all that stuff, content reading really well, prepare some essays through Certified Teach, and you should be okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
So there is a downside to Certified Teach.
Okay.
Half of the stuff on the practice essays I got were incorrect. So they said,
Awesome.
yeah, so the charts and all that, double check, make sure to reread, because it'll say, oh, this student totally passed this aspect of the little exam that we gave. But if you look at the key, no, the student did not.
You need
And-
to type that up, and you need to tell Kayla that, because they need to tell Certified
Okay.
Teacher that, and they need to fix that. Like Sherry will fix that in the system.
Yeah, I'll make sure to do that as well.
Yeah.
They also do not provide any audio or videos. So 2 of the artifacts were really hard to use because it just gave me a perfect transcription of what was being read. No clues to how the student was reading it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure that you just, and so you feel like Certified Teacher didn't prepare you for that? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
You need to tell them that. You need to tell
Okay,
them
I'll make
that.
sure to do that tonight.
Just write an email, yeah, and tell Kayla and Sherry, and email Kayla and Sherry. Put both of them
Okay,
on
will
there.
do.
Okay. Anyone else?
I have like one more. Are the observation like reflection, or like the lesson reflections, is there like an outline or something
Yes.
in TK20?
Yeah, no, it's in, it's on the site. So our CT site that we gave you in the very beginning,
Oh, okay.
that it's that lesson plan and reflection that's in there.
Okay.
Okay, so look through there, you'll see it on one of the tabs. Do you have that site?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it's there. You need to make sure everybody has to have that. So you have to have observation form 1, observation lesson plan in there, and then observation reflection. Okay, so that has to be there. Anyone else? No? No questions? Okay. Real serious about time logs. Real serious. Make sure you filled out this sign-in form, because I'm going to contact those that aren't here right now. So make sure right now that you download that safety app. Just do it at some point. So that MSU safety app, because that day, you know how the internet is at the university, it's in and out. So don't, you might need, you're going to need that. Okay. So you're going to need that to be able to get in, wear your mask. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it. I think we have everything in there. Okay. Everybody feel good? Everybody okay? Okay. Y'all are doing a good job. Just get it. We just got what, 3 after this week, 3 more weeks. That's it. It's crazy. I don't know anything about graduation. If you don't know where tickets are or when you're getting them, you make sure you call the registrar or call the library, call somebody that is going to be able to answer that. The registrar usually can tell you about tickets for graduation. Okay. So if you need that, call them.
I know somebody asked in the group me, and I haven't had a chance to say anything back about the tickets. They did say in the email that we would get an email closer to graduation about tickets.
I would look for like April 19th, like right in there. You'll probably start. That's kind of the date for things to start going. So right in there, people will start sending that kind of stuff out.
That email actually has already been sent, at least to me, and it did say I already say an RSVP that's due on Thursday.
Oh,
I would go back and double check it, because it said the RSVP is due by Thursday.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know any of that. So, because I don't deal with graduation. So if you didn't get that, here's a question here. If you didn't get that email, you need to go back through your email and look. If not, you call.
Yeah, I saw that too. It was like a reply with basically like if you were going to need the tickets, and if you needed like disability help or anything like that.
Okay.
Oh, no, yeah, that email was sent a long time ago. I meant the one to actually like pick up tickets. They said that location, or like how they're going to do tickets, would be sent out closer to graduation. So that's 2 separate.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's all good information. Okay, so that's good. Okay. So be looking for that. I would think closer. I would think in the next week. I bet it's after this week because this week's Easter and stuff like that. So I bet it's after this week that they'll start sending that stuff out. Any other questions? Okay. Okay, y'all contact me if you need me. Just know that just get your stuff done. I'll see you April 9th. Okay. I'll see everybody April 9th and try to look your best, do your thing. I'll see you on that day. Okay. Bye, bye people. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.